Hi everyone, Span Forster here. I'm just doing this quick video about the Mac versus PC debate, and I'm not going to get into a lot of detail. I want to kind of make it as short as possible. However, um, I will say that Mac OS was the original OS that was graphical in nature. Now, yes, I am aware that Xerox PARC was the person that originally created the graphical user interface, and I applaud them for it. However, Mac OS is Apple version of that system, and in fact, um, is commercially successful, and not only is it commercially successful, but it's also commercially viable. Um, the GUI interface of Xerox PARC went nowhere. So we know the history on that. As for Windows Vista, if we look back at OS 10.0 and we look at Vista now, we're talking an operating system came out May of 2001, and Vista came out in the beginning of 2008. So a full 7 years later, Microsoft has pretty much changed their direction of their OS. It took them 7 years to do this, and it took Apple just a few short months to go from OS 9 to OS 10. So um, we've established that that's the case, and a lot of the issues that used to happen for this first 6 months of OS 10 are now happening on the Windows Vista side. And the only difference is that it only took Apple about 6 months to correct those issues. And while they were correcting all that kind of stuff, you still were able to run in macOS 9.2.2. Vista does not allow you to run into XP Service Pack 1 or 2 or even 3. You go to Vista, you're going to Vista, and that's that. And you're having to buy new hardware, new software, new everything. There are so many issues with that going on. So, having said that, obviously I'm going to choose macOS. That is the choice of my computers. I've been using macOS in System 6, so there's a lot of issues there that happened. I did ended up one time locking up my iMac out of my own stupidity, and called up Apple tech support, and they were more than helpful. They arranged for me to take my iMac to a Genius at the Sherway Garden store in Toronto. So that was pretty cool, and I'm about 40 minutes away from there. So, having said that, um, that's the funny thing. In fact, I had played a joke on one of the PC manufacturers that I used to own. I actually called them up and pretended to be from southern United States. I do a very good accent at that, and if you guys want to see me do my videos in one of those, by all means, I will gladly oblige you with that. And we ended up pretending that I was from the South, and I came up with this whole southern hillbilly hick situation. And what ended up happening is they actually sent me tech support information on how to boot from the Windows Vista CD that they obviously provide. And I don't have Windows Vista, so to have that email sent to me, it was hilarious. And anyhow, getting back to that, this is the thing. Like, my sister has purchased a Sony Vaio, and she within the first week already had already a Trojan. and now partially that's because she didn't have any, antivirus software or any security software whatsoever, and then complained that the system doesn't run smoothly. Well, gee, I wonder. But if you look at Vista, you'll see OS 10, in fact, 10.0. I don't have OS 10.0 anymore, but I would love to show you that sometime. There's a video running 10.0. You'll see the striking, almost identical look and feel of Vista and OS 10.0, although, like I said, within about 6 months to a year, Apple had really cleaned up the 10.0 and brought in 10.1 and then 10.2, and obviously then 10.3 Panther and Tiger really was the most, in my opinion, the most stable version of OS 10. A lot of people say 10.3 was, but 10.3 still had a few little issues. Minor as they may be. 10.4 was pretty good. And even though there was some technical issues here and there and some stability issues, most of those issues come from a user not knowing what they're doing. And that's about all I'm going to say about that. So anyways, rate this video, comment on this video. If you want to do a video response, go ahead. I look forward to hearing what some people have to say. And please don't just say Windows Vista is better because we can run this software over that software. Let's actually have an intelligent person put their 2 cents in. Okay, someone that actually is got some brains between their ears. Okay.